Rabbi Yankle Kranz, all of Sholem, was the shliach in Virginia. Before that, he was a shliach in Detroit. When he was a shliach there, he was also a member in the Vada Rabbonim. And once the Vada Rabbonim had a discussion whether to make an Eiruv in the city of Detroit. It was right in the beginning when the big city started making Eiruv, and so they had a discussion. They were going to have a vote on it. So Rabbi Yankov tells me that he went to Yechidus, he asked the Rebbe whether he should vote for the Eiruv or against the Eiruv. And the Rebbe told him to vote against the Eiruv. And he said, because if you get used to carrying and you come to a place where there is no Eiruv, you will carry also. So they will bring you to a Zilzal in Shabbos, it'll bring you to Chil Shabbos. I don't remember exactly which Lashonos he used, but something like that. That's why you shouldn't do it. And then the Rebbe said to him that even though in Europe years ago there were some big cities that did have a Eiruv, so the Rebbe said we can't compare now to then. Then people, when they were in a city, that's where they stayed. They usually didn't travel. I'm sure there were so many people who traveled, but most people, Amaynam, did not travel. So whatever they were, that's how it was. If they had a native, they had a native. But nowadays, we live in a mobile society, a society that travels a lot. And most people travel, and you will come to places where there is no native. And if you get used to carrying carrying, because there's a native, you'll come to carry without a native. Then the Rebbe said, but some people might ask, on the other hand, it'll prevent people from doing an Aveira. Because there are some people who carry anyway, and if there's a native, it won't be an Aveira because they'll be carrying within the native. So the Rebbe said to him, therefore, it is Kedai that if you make a native, no one should know about it. And the Rebbe said that when there was an idea, a Svare came up to make an Eiruv in Manhattan, so there was an Eitzah given to make it, but not to tell anybody. Now, we don't know who gave that Eitzah. There are letters from the Rebbe where the Rebbe brings that Eitzah, but I don't know if it was originally the Rebbe's Eitzah or not. But that's what the Rebbe said to him. There was an Eitzah to make the Eiruv, and no one should know about it. But mainly you gain from both sides. The people who carry anyway will not be Eiver, but the people who don't carry will not carry, so they will not come to Zilzal Shabbos. And then the Rebbe looked at him and he said, whether they actually made an Eiruv in Manhattan or not, Verstehst du, ich will dir nicht sagen. You understand, I will not tell you.